Right now at 6, the fate of the Sparta man charged with killing his grandfather with an axe rests in the jury's hands.
And catching up, it is the first day of school for many kids, and educators are already working to help them get back on track after pandemic learning loss.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us for News 8 Now at 6. I'm Amy DuPont.
And I'm Ken Kozarowski. Happening now, a jury is close to deciding the fate of a Sparta man charged with killing his step-grandfather and injuring 2 others.
If convicted, 38-year-old Thomas Aspsetter could spend the rest of his life behind bars. News 8 Now's Rob Romano has been following this case. He is live in the Monroe County Courthouse awaiting the verdict.
Good evening, Amy and Ken. A verdict in this case is expected any minute. The jury in the Aspsetter case has been deliberating since just before 3 o'clock, but let me give you a recap. On Wednesday, Aspsetter testified for roughly 2 hours. He told the jury that his step-grandfather punched him in the face before he grabbed an axe and hit his step-grandfather with it twice. In closing arguments, Monroe County Assistant District Attorney Sarah Skiles suggested that Aspsetter injured 2 people in addition to killing his step-grandfather because he was trying to eliminate witnesses of his crime. Here's what Skiles had to say earlier.
I would submit to you that the reason that he was going to take his own life is because of a guilty conscience.
If that's his request, and it is.
The defense only called one witness. In this case, and that was Aspsetter himself. During closing arguments, defense attorney Russell Hammer said, quote, "The state wants you to disbelieve Mr. Aspsetter because he's the defendant." Beyond that, the defense did not refute the claim that Aspsetter was trying to eliminate witnesses of the incident. Live in Sparta, Rob Romano, News 8 Now. Amy and Ken, back to you.
All right, and Rob, we just got word from inside the courthouse, I know you're outside right now, that the jury just came back on 1 charge so far. Aspsetter was found guilty of first-degree intentional homicide. Again, there are other charges that this jury is still working on right now.
And we'll provide the latest as it becomes available. Meanwhile, the attorney for the 14-year-old Chippewa Falls boy accused of homicide wants to move the case to juvenile court. The boy is accused of killing 10-year-old Lily Peters.
Peters disappeared on April 24th of last year, and she was found dead the next morning. That boy told investigators he was with Peters the night she disappeared and intended to sexually assault and kill her. Now, he's being held in a juvenile detention center on $1 million cash bond ahead of his trial.
To get the latest updates on local stories and more, download the free News 8000 app on your smartphone or tablet.
Another gorgeous day across the Coulee region. We had temperatures in the 80s from top to bottom. 87 was the high in Eau Claire, Black River Falls, La Crosse, 1 degree cooler in Sparta, low to mid 80s from Viroqua to Decorah over towards Prairie du Chien, and then Boscobel, you made it to 85. Outside right now, just simply put, gorgeous. 81 in Viroqua, 81 Boscobel, 82 Prairie du Chien. Decorah, good evening to you guys. You're at 79, 1 degree warmer in Preston. 82 is the current temperature in Winona. So we take a look here at the radar scan, clean sweep across the area. High pressure is in control. We have a front that's off towards the northwest. That's going to push its way through as we go into your Friday. That's going to increase the precip chances for tomorrow. But for tonight, clear skies again this evening. Thunderstorm chances will increase tomorrow night. And then a nice, cool fall-like weekend. I'll have the first alert forecast and a list of some select cities across the area where you may be traveling coming up in just a few minutes. Guys, over to you.
All right, thank you, Eric.
Well, the new school year is underway, and new studies find kids already have a lot of work to catch up on at school. According to the National Assessment of Educational Progress, the average reading level of young kids has dropped by the highest margin in 30 years.
News 8 Now's Duas Rar spoke with one local elementary school staff who say the gap was caused by remote learning during the COVID-19 pandemic and that getting back on track is going to be difficult.
Educators believe reading is a gateway to the world.
Ooh, that one was hard for us earlier this week.
But when COVID forced schools to shut down, teachers say the gate closed and kids were left behind.
Kids are realizing, I can't read. There's things that I'm not catching on to.
Since the 1970s, kids have either met or increased national math and reading scores. But with every year of the pandemic, kids fell further behind, leading to the largest gap seen in 30 years.
Shelley Long and Courtney Kirshner are 2 of the 3 reading teachers at La Crosse's Northside Elementary School.
You practice.
They are responsible for repairing the pandemic gap affecting 75% of their students.
We have more kids than we can service in small groups.
Kids who were in kindergarten when the pandemic began are now in 3rd grade and are still struggling to read full sentences.
When the mask had come off, we kind of looked at each other like, wow, they can't see how we were forming those because we couldn't see them practicing how to do distinct sounds.
The reading gap has also created bigger issues.
Going to have a long-lasting effect for them well into adulthood.
Principal Nikki Pope says kids with the pandemic gap struggle with anxiety and communicating their feelings.
Instantly becomes to frustration and shutting down and oftentimes aggression. And that's difficult for teachers.
There are ways to minimize the gap, but Long and Kirshner say teachers can't do it on their own. They want parents to encourage reading at home.
Read to them, take them to the public library, use the public library.
And while the gates to the world may have been closed for 2 years,
they still want to do well, they still want to learn, they're still very curious.
La Crosse teachers believe kids will find a way to succeed. Reporting in La Crosse, Lou Esrar, News 8 Now.
Staff at Northside Elementary say kids who didn't have a parent at home to help them with online learning were the most affected.
And the Wisconsin Department of Public Instruction says it will release its own study in the fall to get a better understanding of the gap statewide.
The first day of school can be emotional and exciting for kids and parents alike.
And it's an extra special first day for Southern Bluffs Elementary. The school welcomed a new principal, Maggie Main.
Chief photographer Chuck Goadsman was there as teachers and students started a new year.
1 more minute! 1 more minute!
It is. The excitement is always there. The kids, the parents, there's some nervousness, but yes, the first day of school here or across the river is pretty similar.
I'm happy for school. It's my first day. Okay, boys and girls, have a lovely day. Come on, children. Come on, everything.
Good morning. Good morning. Finally, huh? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Have a great day.
Come on, Aiden. What are we doing now? I don't know.
Oh, it's like so many of us, but every day. Where are we going? I don't know.
We figure it out.
The La Crosse School District Superintendent, as you saw, Aaron Engel, was also at Southern Bluffs to greet students as they headed into their classrooms. He maybe even helped kids that didn't know where they were going to go.
Yes, a little bit of guidance there. Meanwhile, the Holman School District is celebrating their first day back with a visit from the Assistant State Superintendent.
Tricia Collins met Holman's nutrition team at Prairie View Elementary and talked about their day-to-day work routine. Employees say Collins was impressed by the school district's efforts to provide students with fresh foods.
They were very impressed with the farm school efforts that we do, how we do raise some of our own animals and crops, and they wanted to come check that out.
The Holman School District's crops come from gardens, orchards, and indoor hydroponic farming technology.
Governor Tony Evers announced today that students from 16 school districts will receive grants for more advanced manufacturing training. More than $414,000 in Wisconsin Department of Workforce Development grant money will help those students prepare for future job opportunities. The West Salem School District will receive $46,000 for new welding equipment to expand its metals lab courses.
A brand new scholarship was awarded to a deserving recipient today.
Dade Coburn was the first student to receive the Barb and Bud Hammis Rotary Scholarship. Dade was unsure he was the right fit, but Rotary Club members unanimously decided that he was the perfect student. Dade says he now has much higher hopes for his future.
I'm officially receiving my scholarship, so I'm pretty pumped. I've had time to kind of soak it all in, and I'm really excited to get started in school and make the best out of it.
For the next 4 years, one graduating member of the Boys and Girls Club will get the scholarship. They must demonstrate a financial need and be involved with the Rotary Club. Recipients must also plan to attend UWL, Western Technical College, or Viterbo University.
Just ahead, the CDC votes to recommend updated COVID vaccines. New booster shots could be coming soon.
Plus, honoring canines who care. A La Crosse hospital is celebrating National Service Dogs Month.
Ashley's Labor Day mattress sale is ending soon. Bring home a queen mattress for the price of a twin on select Ashley Sleep, Sealy, and Serta mattresses. Plus, upgrade your foundation to an adjustable base at no cost. Visit your local Ashley store or shop Ashley.com today.
To everyone who loves great food, let us make you a meal the Wisconsin way.
We cook each butter burger to order for you and the people you love, so it's the best part of your day.
The best.
The best.
And every creamy scoop of fresh frozen custard, pure happiness.
Pure happiness.
Pure happiness. Because where Culver's comes from.
And the heart of America's Dairyland.
Our love.
Our love for fresh food is as strong as our love for all of you.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Save on your next appliance upgrade with 11% off everything right now at Menards. Upgrade your home with top appliance brands including KitchenAid, Maytag, Whirlpool, Amana, and Criterion. We have the largest in-stock appliance selection to take home today at the lowest prices. Upgrade to new energy-efficient appliances and save with 11% off all of them. Start your next project and get 11% off everything now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When our kids go to school, we want them thinking about this, not worrying about this. But Tim Michaels would allow guns on school grounds and let teens buy AR-15s and red flag laws that help prevent school shootings. He says they won't happen here. It's another reason Tim Michaels' radical agenda is a risk we just can't afford.
Ashley's Labor Day sale is ending soon. Everything is on sale. Up to 50% off hot buys, or $150 off every $1,000 you spend, or pay 0% interest for 60 months with no money down. Visit your local Ashley store or shop ashley.com today.
The CDC is recommending new Moderna and Pfizer COVID vaccine boosters be made available to the public.
The panel approved the science behind both companies' new FDA-approved boosters, which are geared to target Omicron subvariants. Doctors at Mayo Clinic Health System say recent infections are the result of those subvariants, and the new boosters will likely be available for most age groups.
Current recommendation is going to be that, within 2 months of your last shot, you could qualify for this vaccine. For Pfizer, I think it's 12 and above. Moderna, it's 18 and above.
Doctors say they'll still be waiting on boosters for those that are younger than those age groups. Those booster shots have not been fully tested in humans, but are expected to be fast-tracked because of concerns over a projected COVID surge this upcoming fall and winter.
Beginning today, Wisconsinites can order free COVID-19 rapid tests from the state. This, of course, comes after the federal government announced it will no longer provide those free tests. Wisconsin's Department of Health Services is offering 5 tests per household. Once ordered, those packages will arrive within 1 to 2 weeks. To order, go to sayyescovidhometest.org.
Well, it's hard to believe, but we have reached September, and September is National Service Dog Month. And Mayo Clinic Health System is honoring those who have a little something special to offer people.
Mayo is doing that by lighting the Cancer Center building in blue and yellow. La Crosse is the first Mayo campus to have full-time trained service dogs. Luna and Luca work together to assist patients and healthcare professionals. Luna has been part of campus since 2018, while Luca, a little bit newer, arriving in 2020.
It's amazing seeing how patients and staff alike react to him being around. It's fun telling the kids at home what Luca's day has consisted of.
Mayo Clinic Health System will also participate in fundraisers to support service dogs and canine companions.
Still ahead, temporary relief for some La Crosse drivers.
Wisconsin's DOT is opening La Crosse Street, but not for long.
And in the road weather, hey, a gorgeous sunset on the city cam. And I hope you enjoyed today because there's a little bit of a hiccup in the forecast. Tomorrow, we'll talk about that on the other side of the break. Stay with us.
Inflation, it's everywhere. But with the buy one famous star, get another one for $1 deal at Hardee's.
There's finally some relief.
Bite into the famous star today, only at Hardee's.
Waiting for a great deal on furniture? Well, this is it. Slumberland Furniture has savings up to 50% off list prices, or in some cases, even more, at our Labor Day sale on now. Shop our big selection of sectionals, sofas, recliners, dining, and bedrooms. And shop the deals that are up to 50% off. Mattresses too, with some up to 50% off. Don't forget, mattress shopping is uncomplicated and fast, only at Slumberland. Come see how. Shop the huge Labor Day sale on now.
Like most people, I bust my butt day in and day out. I earn every dime of my paycheck. It's the Wisconsin way.
But Governor Tony Evers supports paying welfare benefits to people who won't work, even after they turn down job offers.
That's a disgrace.
That's a disgrace.
It's a slap in the face to hardworking people like us.
Tony Evers should know better.
Tony Evers should know better, but he doesn't.
Tony Evers, our failed liberal governor.
We are proud to live in a region that produces some of the finest goods and services, and we are excited to bring them to you.
Tune in on Mondays before CBS Mornings and during News 8 Now at noon to learn more about one local business that is proudly serving our community. Made Right Here is brought to you by the CRBC, LADCO, and News 8 Now. For more information and to view our Made Right Here stories, visit news8000.com/Made Right Here.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Creep up on savings all month long with our Progressive sale. The more you spend, the more you save. $50 off a $500 purchase. $125 off $1,000. $300 off $2,000. $600 off $3,000. The savings never end on bedding, recliners, dining, and more. Wesco and Sparta, where right glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Next to Market Watch, numbers. Boring. In more delicious news, there's a buy one famous star, get one for a $1 deal at Hardee's.
Bite into the famous star today, only at Hardee's.
Thank you for watching News 8 Now, our community, your station.
All right, Lacrosse Street is back open, at least temporarily.
Yeah, the street's going to be open throughout the weekend while UW lacrosse students move to campus. Crews have finished work on the stretch of the road between West and East Aves. After Labor Day, the street's going to be closed again so crews can work on the road between East and Hillview Avenues. The project manager says that construction is going to last a couple months. Then the final stretch between Hillview and Losey will be finished next spring.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
It is quite a bit. But looking at that first stretch, that's looking nice and smooth.
It is. And Eric, it was before you got here, but that was don't drink coffee on that
Yes.
part of
Oof.
the city street. So yeah, it's nice that it's
Wincing
finally-
when you were driving across.
Yeah, you want to burn half your coffee. Hey, I want to say something real quick to you guys. So we were talking about, in 5, I said in about 8 weeks, we may be shoveling snow.
Come on, man. No.
We talked about this.
The month of September, okay, this is the last month where we don't average snow. Going in October, we average 3/10 of an inch here in La Crosse. I'll take the tomatoes later.
Yeah, where are they now?
Sunny skies outside. You'll need those if you have any plans this evening. Outside right now, we're seeing a temperature of 85. Make sure nobody's going to throw one at me. Okay, we're good. Sunny skies out there. It feels like 87. Dew points at 66. Winds are out of the south at 16 miles per hour. Made it to 87 after a morning start of 64. 81 and 59 is where we should be for this time of year. 98 was the record high set back in 1913. 40 was the record low set back in 1909. Hey, if you have any travel plans for Labor Day, here are some select cities: La Crosse, Eau Claire, Winona for Saturday. We'll see temperatures in the mid-70s. That trend will continue for Sunday and Monday. New Albin, Prairie du Chien, Sparta, mid-70s for Saturday. That trend continues for Sunday and Monday, making for a beautiful Labor Day weekend. And last but certainly not least, Viroqua, Decorah, and Ladysmith, low to mid-70s for Saturday. That trend continues for Sunday. Some places, especially in the outlying areas near Viroqua, may see highs in the upper 60s for for Sunday, I should say, then mid-70s for your Monday. So overall, not a bad Labor Day weekend ahead. Here's the radar scan. We have a clean sweep across the area. This is going to get a break as we go into tonight and for the most part tomorrow morning into the afternoon hours. As we get into the evening hours, that things start to ramp up. So when you wake up in the morning, Temperatures in the 60s will greet you. Highs tomorrow back into the upper 80s. Some places, especially towards La Crosse, getting into the low 90s. Now, we do have a 1 out of 5 on the threat tracker. The area is shaded in dark green, so heavy wind, hail, and vivid lightning will be the main threats. First alert forecast for the evening and overnight hours. We'll see clear skies and a nice calm wind. Overnight lows will be in the mid to upper 60s. For tomorrow, there's a high of 89. Sunny skies to start. Thunderstorm chances pick up in the afternoon and early evening hours. Winds will be out of the south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And let's go ahead and break down tomorrow, shall we? Because if you have plans to go to the Friday night football games, definitely take the rain gear with you. Here's Friday morning. We start the day off with sunny skies. That trend continues for the noon hour. But watch what happens as we go into the afternoon and early evening hours. There's your front. Ahead of that front, line of thunderstorms pushes its way through. Once this front sags south, we drop the temperatures. And then by noon, we're only in the upper 60s, low 70s. That's noon on Saturday. By Monday, we go to 78 degrees. We have abundant sunshine, highs across portions of the Coulee region, especially towards Eau Claire, seeing temperatures in the mid-70s. Mid-70s towards Decorah as well as Prairie du Chien. Then the balance of the 8 days shows temperatures staying in the 80s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, going into Friday. That's it. I'm done. I'm not going to say any more of the 4-letter S word.
Good.
That's it.
Good, because otherwise you'd be in trouble.
Yes, I hear HR call me right now.
All right, coming up in sports, a blockbuster trade in the NBA.
Plus, week 3 of the high school football season kicking off tonight. Some big matchups in the Scenic Bluffs. Rob's up next.
CityCam 8 is brought to you by The Board Store. Ever wonder what a bath remodel would do for your soul? Rejoice! The Board Store can help you find that joy with a new tub or shower or a complete bath remodel. Call or visit today.
For a limited time at Home Sleep Express, get a king-size mattress for the price of a queen. This Luxuria King mattress is now just $6.99. Plus, get no money down 6-year special financing. King for the price of a queen at Home Sleep Express.
My wife and I worked hard for decades. We thought our retirement was secure.
But inflation is changing everything. Gas, groceries. It's hard for retirees on fixed incomes. But I'm even more worried about the debt we're leaving our grandchildren.
Senator Ron Johnson understands we must get spending under control.
And he's working to stop the waste in Washington.
Tell Senator Johnson to keep fighting for Wisconsin seniors and the next generation.
Look at that. What you're seeing is Olson Solar Energy working in the sun to make the sun work for you. What you can't see are the lower or no energy bills, selling extra energy back to your electric company, and the increase in property value without an increase in property taxes. The sun works for homes and businesses. The only thing you need is Olson Solar working in the sun to make the sun work for you. Now booking installations for 2023. Call Olson Solar Energy today.
Dings, dents, scratches, big crunches. You know where to bring them. Pischke Motors Collision Center on 2nd Street in downtown La Crosse. When you've got a crew of professional body and paint technicians like ours, you provide them with the latest in repair equipment. And that's what we've done in this state-of-the-art, environmentally friendly facility. We have customer drive-in lanes, soft touch, 24-hour car wash. So when the dings, dents, scratches, and even the big crunches happen, bring them to Pischke Motors Collision Center on 2nd Street in downtown La Crosse.
It's patio closeout time at Home Seasonal Concepts. Get up to 50% off regular prices on patio sets, wicker, fire tables, and more. Like this alfresco dining set for just $15.79. Patio closeouts, now at Home Seasonal Concepts.
News 8 Now Sports is brought to you by Mayo Health System. Here's News 8 Now's Rob Schiff.
Bring on week 3. The high school football season is flying by. We have some big matchups tonight as conference play kicks off. 3 games on the slate tonight in the Scenic Bluffs Conference. Let's start with the Eagles. Cashion football is off to a red-hot start. How about this number? 104 points combined for the Eagles in their first 2 wins of the season. They're looking to keep that going tonight for their 3rd straight home game of the year. Cashion hosting Brookwood tonight at 7. Also on the schedule, Cashion's rival, Bangor. Now, the Eagles and Cardinals won't clash until week 6, but Bangor's look pretty good to start the season as well. The Cardinals have scored 90 points in their first 2 wins. They'll be looking to make it 3 straight tonight at home against Royal. And rounding out the Thursday night schedule, New Lisbon's at home to open conference play against Luther. So a busy night on the gridiron as well as the volleyball court. 3 big matchups in the MVC. Aquinas fresh off its 5-set comeback win against Holman. The Blue Golds are home tonight hosting Central. Onalaska heads to Logan to take on the Rangers, and Holman plays host to Toma. Packers news, Juwann Winfree is on his way back to Green Bay. The 25-year-old wideout was cut on Tuesday, cleared waivers on Wednesday, and that opened the door for a return to Green Bay. For the second straight year, Winfree will start the season on the practice squad. Last year, he caught 8 passes for 58 yards. This year in the preseason, Winfree catching 7 passes on 15 targets. Week 1 for the Green and Gold is a week from Sunday. Vikings news, Minnesota acquiring former first-round wide receiver Jalen Reagor from the Eagles for a 2023 7th-round pick and a 2024 conditional 4th-round selection. Reagor was the 21st overall pick in 2020, but he struggled during his time in Philly. Reagor catching just 31 passes in 11 games that year. He missed 5 games with a torn ligament in his thumb, but then he struggled again in 2021, muffing 2 punts and a wild card loss to Tampa Bay. Blockbuster trade today in the NBA, Donovan Mitchell is headed to Cleveland. The former Utah Jazz star being traded to the Cavs in exchange for Lauri Markkanen, Colin Sexton, 3 unprotected first-round picks, and 2 pick swaps. And this came out of nowhere because the talk over the last few days, for the last couple months, has been Mitchell to the Knicks.
Yeah.
Yep. His dad has a connection with the Mets. He's always at Mets games, and it was surprising for him to go to Cleveland.
He sits with you and he's
right
at those
next
games?
to me. Oh, me and Mitchell are like this.
Oh, okay.
So
That's quite a haul for Donovan Mitchell. 3 unprotected first-round
unprotected,
picks.
yeah. Surprising, too, because that name came out of nowhere. We didn't hear anything about Cleveland over the last few weeks.
No, but Twitter's going ablaze right now. There's a childhood photo of Donovan Mitchell wearing a Cavs jersey, so of course everyone's like, it was destined to happen.
Yeah, exactly.
Destined. But big challenger for the Bucks this upcoming season for sure.
Absolutely, yep.
All right, thanks a lot, Rob.
You got it.
We'll be right back to wrap things up.
Did you know Tim Michaels pledged to cut millions from public schools?
We're already throwing so much money at education.
He'll drain classrooms and gut school funding. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
It's the grand reopening of Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Tire and Auto Service Center. We've been caring for people and their vehicles since 1955. So whether you need tires, batteries, or more, we offer quality auto supplies and service at prices you can trust. Like all brands of tires, buy 3, get 1 free. Blaine's Synthetic Motor Oil, just $3.99 a quart. Plus, try our new online appointment scheduling and other features at farmandfleet.com. Tires and batteries, trust and care at Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Tire and Auto Service Center.
It's the final weekend of the huge Labor Day sale at Drury's in Fountain. Your chance to save on the area's finest furniture. Only at Drury's will you find savings this large on top brands like Smith Brothers, Flexsteel, Canadell, and Eckernes. Plus, special financing is available if your purchase is paid in full within 24 months. We'll even pay for your gas just for shopping at Drury's. But you'll have to hurry. It all ends on Monday. The Labor Day sale this weekend at Drury's in Fountain.
Did you know Tim Michaels supports allowing teenagers to buy AR-15s with no waiting period?
I throw guns.
Teenagers with assault weapons. Is that the kind of divisive radical you want as your governor?
We can. We have an update in the trial out in Monroe County. This was the trial of 38-year-old Thomas Aspetter. The jury found him guilty on all 5 charges. The most serious first-degree intentional homicide that does carry a life in prison. The jury will now decide if he's eligible for parole or not. We're waiting on a sentencing date.
All right, let's switch over to Eric for a last look.
All right, real quick, one final look at the 8th day. Sunny skies Saturday to next Friday.
All right, thanks a lot, Eric. That was a nice last look for sure. Thanks for joining us tonight at 6.